Now, what the Kontrol S2 enables you to do is it enables you to use it in its native mode where everything is nicely mapped and integrated with the software. And it also has a MIDI mode, which you can enter by hitting Shift and Shift on the controller. And basically you have the MIDI mode for the S2. And it's pretty much a clean slate for you to go ahead and start mapping your controller to some additional effects or transitions or anything else your heart desires within Traktor. It's really cool because you can switch between native mode and MIDI mode on the fly, and you don't get any audio clicks, and it's great. So you can pretty much design your own Uber controller. On one hand, it's tightly integrated with the software, and then on the other hand, you can map it to your heart's desires and customize it for you, which is what I did for the video. In MIDI mode, I pretty much created transition effects for the Kontrol S2. So I have transition effects for deck A with these 4 knobs and the jog wheel, and I have transition effects for deck B with the same 4 knobs and the jog wheel. I have on knob 1 a delay with an echo out, so you go ahead and you twist the knob and you have your echo out here. I have my sweep and drama effect, which if you want to know more about, you can visit my other video and get some more information on that. But basically you turn it up here and you echo out with the same echo out button, which is mapped to the dry wet button. Your third one is a beat masher buildup to a turntable stop. It's a really great effect right before a drop to give it a little extra flavor and cut it up. And then the last knob here is a faux time stretch effect, which works really great on acapellas, which is what I used it for in the previous video. I hit it right at the end where Gwen Stefani says bananas, and it was a really great way to end the routine and just give it some extra flavor. On the jog wheels, I have a beat masher, a delay, and a lo-fi. This is just meant to sort of give the beats a little extra flavor. Works great on acapellas, and it works great on 4-to-the-floor drums. And then again, it's mapped to the echo out in case you want to do a build up and then fade it out with this button here. Cool. So let's go ahead and see what some of these sound like. Let's go ahead and start with the first knob, which is a delay to an echo out. So there you saw what it sounded like. It pretty much just gave the beat a little bit extra flavor, and it started to create a really nice ping pong delay. Again, it works great for acapellas and these nice little synths that Afrojack is known for, where it's pingy and you can really chop it up and break up the beat. The second one is, of course, the sweep drama effect. So we'll go ahead and transition from one deck to the next, and we'll do so by using the sweep drama knob, and what that does is it gives it a little bit of an extra punch and creates that nice production sound where it's a swoosh to an echo out. So let's see what that sounds like. Great, so you heard the real nice swoosh sound that is heard in production within Traktor, which is really nice because sometimes you just want to give your buildup a little extra flavor. And what that does is just creates a really nice smooth transition that the dance floor will just pick up on it, and it'll create energy right before the drop. So that's a really nice transition effect. The third one is, again, the beat masher to the turntable effect. This one is pretty much just a really nice effect to create a build-up and then kick in a really nice surprise, if you will, at the very end before the drop. So let's go ahead and hear what that one sounds like. Cool. So what you saw is I kicked it in and gave it a couple seconds to queue up, and I kicked in the beat masher. The reason I did that is because the turntable effect requires 2 bars of buffer before it can work. So you got to make sure you give yourself plenty of room to kick that turntable stop in, and then have it buffer the audio and work properly. Again, what you do is you start to build the knob up, you build the beat up, and then you kick in your turntable effect with this button, and you kill it right before the beat's about to hit by just bringing the knob all the way back, and it will kill the effect. Cool. So the fourth effect that I'm going to show you is this really cool, almost like a faux time stretch. Think a lot of Aphex Twins, Prodigy, they were really known for that style in the 90s, but I still really love that effect, and I spent a while trying to figure out how to do it at Traktor. So let's go ahead and hear what that sounds like. It's a pretty cool glitchy effect. It works great with acapellas. I used it for the Gwen Stefani acapella in the previous video at the very end. You capture it right when she said bananas, and what it did was it pretty much started to distress the vocals, and what it does is it drops a micro loop, and then it enables you to vary the location of where that micro loop is captured with that middle knob. Cool, so that's the fourth effect, and the fifth and last effect is one that's mapped to the jog wheels, and it's, again, just meant to be an extra beat masher with a little bit of delay so that it softens up when you release the jog wheel. It doesn't sound so harsh. And I also threw in a little bit of lo-fi just to give it that extra glitch. If you don't like that, you can go ahead and change that in the mappings and change it to whatever you want, or just go ahead and have it be the beat masher and the delay. Let's go ahead and see what that sounds like. So you saw it created a really nice little build up there, but this particular one is meant to be more playful. You can use it for transitions. Like I said, you can echo out by hitting this button. So it creates a pretty cool, neat effect. You can also just, treat it like you were scratching, and it creates a really nice way to chop up the beats on the fly. So there you have it. Those are my custom glitch and transition effects for my S2. Please feel free to download the mapping in the information bar down below. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write me. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.